For decades, Canada was the ultimate global dream. High salaries, pristine nature, and a stable economy made it a paradise for immigrants and the middle class. But today, that dream is dead. The housing market has turned into a massive bubble. Inflation has crushed the local currency, and the healthcare system is on the verge of collapse. Millions of people are realizing that living here has become almost impossible. What broke the world's most stable country? To understand how Canada fell into this trap, we need to look at its foundation. Historically, Canada's wealth relied on vast natural resources. Timber, fur, and later, enormous oil reserves in Alberta turned the country into an economic powerhouse. After World War II, Canada chose a clear path: total economic integration with the United States. Trade agreements allowed Canadian industries to explode, making the country a leader in global living standards. By the 1980s, it successfully transitioned into a post-industrial economy, dominating in finance, IT, and tourism, while remaining the world's fourth largest oil producer. It seemed invincible. But the biggest crisis was brewing where no one expected: the housing market. For 40 years, Canadian real estate grew steadily. In 1981, an average house cost around 100,000 Canadian dollars. Today, that number has skyrocketed to 700,000. In cities like Vancouver and Toronto, prices broke through the $1 million mark, making housing completely unaffordable for locals. Why? First, a massive shortage of new construction due to slow bureaucracy. Second, the massive influx of over 1 million immigrants every single year, creating an overwhelming demand. Housing stopped being a place to live. It became a speculative asset for international investors, pushing the middle class to the brink of poverty. The housing bubble forced Canadians to take massive, lifelong mortgages. Today, Canada leads the world in household debt, reaching a staggering 177% of average disposable income. Even a minor economic shock could collapse the entire system. At the same time, the famous Canadian healthcare system is failing. Due to government budget cuts from the 1990s and rapid population growth, the country faces a critical shortage of doctors. Over 6 million Canadians don't have a family physician. Waiting for a standard medical operation now takes months or even years. The social infrastructure simply cannot handle the pressure. To make matters worse, Canada is completely dependent on its southern neighbor. Over 73% of Canadian exports go directly to the United States. When Donald Trump returned to office and launched a massive tariff war, imposing heavy duties on Canadian goods, it dealt a severe blow to the economy. Canada's economic survival is tied to a single country, and any friction means immediate trouble. Canada is not a failed state. It still has a very high GDP per capita and exceptional quality of life. But the golden era of the Canadian dream is officially over. The future requires radical changes, or the crisis will turn into a total collapse. Subscribe to Chronicle Studios for more geopolitical breakdowns. See you in the next video.